Hi everyone, Alex is here, and today I'm starting Lovable course. We'll be discovering together how to work with that, which functions we can use, and you can ask me questions about Lovable, and we'll be discovering them in next and next videos to figure out how to work with such AI instruments better. So, let's start. And let's start with looking at our project. So I had made a video about how to work with Lovable in 15 minutes. And about that I was talking you some basic best practices, some advices how to work with that, about Lovable, what is that. But we'll take one more time about the thing. So Lovable is website builder and not just landing page. It creates mostly applications, real applications where you can work with admin panel or working with your client side page on that thing. And that's quite kind of really interesting because before that we had some landing page, for example, let's check Squarespace. We had Wix, we had a lot of other even builders, but this one is mostly created for creating applications. So before that, we have been creating two applications just for creating events, and together we'll be discovering that how we can work with them. And first, you know what, I wanted to delete the first one that I was testing once upon a time. So for deleting that, we should confirm the name of that. Why we should do that? Because mostly in such applications, when we're writing the name of our project that we wanted to delete, it will be sure for us that this project really wanted to be deleted, because you can misclick and don't worry, it will be totally fine. You just should write the name of your project, and you and the system will be sure that you want to delete that. But if you're deleting that, be sure it won't be returned in any way. So that's kind of important to know. So let's go further. Let's go with our file that we have created. So here is everything simple. We just should write the prompt, create an events app, we can create, edit, remove events. It was asked if we wanted to enable cloud. Why not? Because at that moment we have been using the free version, and with free versions we cannot use database, and for database you should pay. So basically, as I remember, it's $25. Then you're paying for how many usage you have. And that's quite logically, because you can have, for example, one user and 1,000 users. And for that things, you should have different amount of space in your cloud, the memory that you'll be using, because you'll have more clients, for example, and it should be more optimized to work with such amount of people. So that we have been asking, and that's what we have. So quite easy, quite interesting application where we can create ourselves, Alex, this one, some passwords. And then we can check that we have no events. We can go to my events, nothing here. And we don't have anything because I just realized that we had created join events, not create events. And you can also see one of our first problems in our website, because we don't have any button to log out. So we are stuck here, but we can go to login page probably, and we'll be able to login or sign up, and we'll be able to sign up a new person. Let's check it, and yeah, and we can create event, and it was like error based on our site. But before that, when we have created, for example, we have written what we want to have, we declined, for example, our cloud for now. What we have here? We have here a couple of things that we should remember how to work on this. And first one is what we can do. When we're clicking the publish, we can write the address of the website, we can write and change the icon. Icon is favicon, so for you to know, it's more programming term to work with that. We can have description of our publication, share image, so when we're Also, if I'm not mistaken, when we're writing Squarespace, we have here videos, but we have some situations when we have images just down below of our application, because description is this thing. By default, a screenshot of app is used. Okay, like in any case, we cannot do that. We have some advanced features that are only unpublished. Okay, in any case, what we can have here? We can have here custom domain. What is domain? Domain is the end of such thing. And Lovable app is just means that you're using the basic Lovable domain that is free to use. And that's amazing because we won't be sharing that. We'll be just working with what we have. And the main thing that it tries to take the title of your application. For example, Gather Point app. No one has such name of the project, so we can just publish that. And it will be publishing, and after that will be published, we'll be able to have that on our internet. You shipped. But here is the thing. Don't think that it can instantly work. Like, I think that this one will, but it's not always the case. Yeah, so we see it instantly works. The problem here that for you to know when you're publishing that, it's always waits until it will be restarted on the backend, because each application is just a method that is rerunning the main place of your hosting website, and after it is reloaded, you can use that. So probably I think they're checking when it is updated, but for you to know, it's better when you publish the website, wait 5 minutes to be sure that your changes has been taken. That's the first thing. The second one, remember that such applications sometimes cannot have what you wanted to have when you have cached. So we can have this application cached, and when, for example, we change something, sometimes it can be the old information. So for checking that, you can make here in the Chrome, one sec, we should, how we can do that? We should have Command Shift R, or we can use Control Shift R for hard reloading. What is hard reloading? So hard reloading will help you to clean all of your cache and be sure that you have updated version of your application. And let's continue checking what we also have here. So we can change this domain here, whatever we wanted to have, but for now it's okay, and we can see that it's live. We have one visitor, and let's go to our analytics tab. So we have preview tab and analytics. It's quite easy to work with here. So we have one visitor, page views per visit, and how long is our visit, and we can check it here, countries, direction. Okay, nothing too interesting for right now, because we don't have a lot of users to work on this, because when we'll be clicking, we can have analytics based on even some clicks, on even some email sending or requests. So we can have here analytics, and the great thing that it is instantly created here. That's amazing. But let's continue what we can also create. Why I will recommend you to publish that? Because firstly, you'll be able to easily share that with your clients or with your family, friends, etc. For someone who can view your application and say something good or not, because this application won't be visible, and for you to know if you want to be visible that in Google, just Google, it won't be the simple thing. It's quite hard to be searched in the Google list, but it's SEO optimization, and for that you at least should have a traffic, at least. So right now, when you publish that, yes, you'll be able to be checked that online, but believe me, it won't crush anything, because I don't think that your web page will be instantly be interesting by a lot of people that you don't know. So publish that, and you'll be able instantly to see changes. Yes, you can firstly check something here, but be always prepared to publish that to know a little bit more how it works in production. So production works when we are here, we're working online for the people, so that calls production. Let's go further. What we can also have here, we have here code. And code is one of the most important thing here that not a lot of people are using. Why? Because they're not developers, and that's okay. But you to know, it will be good to work with your code and at least understand what is happening here, because based on the knowledge of your code, you can either change or optimize some things to work on that. So firstly, we can have only read-only version here. If we will be update here, like at least to the pro, we'll be able to change something here. It's quite understandable. Okay, we can download file, we can copy file context, we can reference file in the chat. So we can just say click here and say to change something, or for example to use another programming language. It's not important for you which programming language it is using. Mostly it will be using React, and it's quite good choice. There is nothing bad with that. But based on your knowledge about the programming, you know what your project will be, and you can ask it to create something better. For example, you can create events, web apps, so they use Vue 3 or Vue's next to work with this application. So for you, it will be some explanation why you'll be using this technology. In any case, let's continue further. We have some files and folders for you just to quickly understand. Oh, sorry. So let's go here. So at least one file should be open, so you'll be able to see the file tree. So file tree is how your application works. And all of your application is just index.html. It's just this application. And for you to know, you can check here that you have only such thing div ID root. And what does it mean? It means that it's not using SSR, server-side rendering. And what does it mean for you? It means that when you'll be Googling that, your Google probably won't see your application and won't see a lot of the information about your application. For example, here you can check some words inside of your, for example, site. But this structure is only good when you're not targeting to be found by Google by searching. Because if your main idea is to be found by search, you should change this work to work with SSR. Probably will be working with that a little bit later, but you to understand that such things about understanding the coding can help you to be more visible. So just a little bit understanding of what is going on here. Some metadata here, and these things will be showed here. But the problem when here is empty this theme, it means that robots, when trying to check your web application, will probably not understand what is there and probably will not show you. For example, if you're creating flower business and you wanted to sell flowers, when you're writing that flowers by Bay Area, you probably will be looking to have here some flower context inside of your application, not even description and the title, but even it's important what is inside of your application, because we can name that as we wanted it, but we always should be sure what is inside of that. So robots, it's a thing when you're typing here something, some invisible robots, it's like AI, is going through all of the websites that Google has and trying to match what you're trying to find with the context inside of that website. So when they don't see anything here, they think that it's or invalid website or it's not relative and it won't be shown. So SSR will write here the code with everything that it has written, that is written here. So it will be written text, for example. In our case, it's with event. If you're creating a flower business, it will be check our amazing flowers, flowers to buy, and some keywords that robots will be triggered on and will show your website. So SSR is quite important if you want it to be shown here. But why it's not working, for example, from the scratch? Because as I told before, Lovable is more for creating web builders. So the things that will build your application from the scratch, and it will working as a cabinet is not just the landing page, so you'll be able to communicate with your application more. Because when you're creating landing page, it's crucial to have here SSR. But when we're creating the application that will be as a cabinet, so you can manage something, etc., it's not important to have such SSR rendering. So it's always better to have two websites. One landing page that will be about what you're creating, and the second one is cabinet. So on the one, you're hosting what users can really do, management, and the second one is more for advertisement. So that's the crucial thing for you to understand here. And I can search files, it's okay, but I think in the next video we'll discover a little bit more what we have here, because not a lot of people on the, for example, YouTube will be able to tell you how to work with Lovable based on the code system, because they don't understand that, and that's okay, it's not a problem. So a lot of the people should know how to work with that as a simple users, but also we should understand a little bit advanced features to know what is happening here. So if you're creating cabinet, it's okay to work here. If not, you should work with SSR, and we'll discover that in the next videos. For now, that's all. Thank you a lot for coming here. I will be looking for you in the next videos and wishing you all of the best. Bye.